Little Red Hen. On a farm, with friends living, there was a little red hen. She was smart and hardworking, but her friends were selfish and do nothing. After a dry summer hardly, the little red hen wanted to plant wheat seeds excitedly. She asked her friends, "Who wants to help me?" But none of them wanted to help her. "I don't want. I have a stomach ache. I am very tired. No, I'm too busy." The little red hen planted the seeds all by herself. She sprinkled some water, and the crops grew and ripened. "Who wants to help me harvest the crops?" she asked. But again, none of them wanted to help her and answered, "I don't want. I have a stomach ache. I am very tired. No, I'm too busy." The little red hen harvested the crops all by herself. She went to the mill to collect them and grind. "Who wants to help me grind the wheat?" she asked. But none of them wanted to help her and answered, "I don't want. I have a stomach ache. I am very tired. No, I'm too busy." The little red hen ground the wheat alone. Thus, she got a huge sack of flour properly. She asked her friends, "To make bread, who wants to help me?" But none of them helped her, unfortunately. "I don't want. I have a stomach ache. I am very tired. No, I'm too busy." The little red hen also baked the bread alone. The bread smelled so good that everyone came to her when it was done. When the hen asked her friends, "Who would want to eat this bread?" in a friendly tone, "Me, me, me, me," they replied one by one. "But I did all the work alone. I planted the seed, watered the field, and harvested the crops. I ground the wheat and sifted the flour. I kneaded the dough and baked the bread. That's why bread is only my right." The little red hen sliced her bread nicely. She ate 3 slices eagerly. When her friends looked at her ashamed and sadly, she didn't want to leave them hungry. "If you promise to help me, I will share my bread with you too," she said friendly. The cow, pig, duck, and goat promised the little red hen sincerely. Henceforth, the cow sowed the seeds firstly. The pig harvested the crops as his duty. The duck ground the wheat diligently, and the goat kneaded the dough. and the hen baked the bread joyfully. While eating their hot and delicious bread together, they enjoyed working hard and helpfully.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. There was a little girl named Goldilocks. She had golden blonde, very curly locks. She got lost on the way when she followed a butterfly. She moved away from home. Where? Who knows? Goldilocks got lost in the forest. She saw a small hut among the trees. She knocked on the door 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. The door opened with a squeak. Is anyone there? Even though the hut was empty, she saw 3 plates suddenly, with porridge filled in all 3. Goldilocks was very hungry. She tasted them all in a hurry. Ow, 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 ow! This porridge is so hot! Brr, 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 brr! This porridge is so cold! Yum, yum, yum! This porridge is perfect for me! Goldilocks ate the porridge and finished it well. When she got tired, she rested for a spell. Ah, this chair is too wide. This chair is too narrow. Ooh, this chair is perfect for me. Just then, the chair broke. Ouch! Goldilocks fell to the ground. Then it hurt, and she cried. Boo-hoo! She wanted to find a bed and sleep quietly. 1 large, 1 medium, 1 tiny. There were 3 beds in the room. Goldilocks wanted to try them curiously. This bed is too hard. Oh yeah, this bed is too soft. Ooh, this bed is perfect for me. Goldilocks closed her eyes and fell asleep. That's when the owners of the house came. They had big hands. Their feet were insane. Their thick, brown fur seemed majestically because they were the bear family. They sat around the table. As soon as they entered, they looked at their plates and were bewildered. Someone tasted my porridge. Someone tasted my porridge too. Someone ate my porridge and finished it. The bear family thought there was someone there. They walked into the living room with plenty of care. Someone sat on my chair. Someone sat on my chair too. Someone broke my chair. This time, the bear family went to the bedroom. The pillows were not how they left them in the room.
Someone slept on my bed.
Someone slept on my bed too. Someone is sleeping in my bed. All three bears growled by the bed angrily. Goldilocks opened her eyes suddenly. When she saw big bears in front of her, she jumped out of bed and ran home immediately. Father Bear fixed the broken chairs. Mother Bear put porridge into the empty plates. The baby bear made the beds. Never again saw each other, Goldilocks and the three bears.
A long time ago, in a forest, there was a rabbit that was cool and lively. He was wandering in the forest all day. Proud of himself, showed off arrogantly. I'm the fastest in this forest. No one can beat me. Then a skater, then a skateboard, then a bicycle. He could even run faster than a car. One day, a turtle asked bravely to the rabbit, who is proud of his fast running, "Are you ready to compete with me?" But the rabbit laughed at him, thinking it was funny. The turtle frowned and said, "I'm serious." The rabbit confidently replied, "Sure, I can beat you anyway. Don't be nervous." When the day of the race came, all the animals gathered. Both the turtle and the rabbit were ready and excited. While they were talking among themselves about which one would win, the little bear rang the bell, and the race started. The rabbit left behind a pile of dust with his fast running. The leaves were blowing up. It looked like storming. The turtle, however, was far behind him, trying to catch up with him with the small steps he was taking. The rabbit stopped and looked back confidently. The turtle still had a long time to catch up with him apparently, because the rabbit thought he would win this race anyway. Under a tree near the finish line, he fell asleep joyfully. "Oh, I can win the race 3 times till the turtle arrives." However, the turtle continued the race with the slow steps carefully. As he approached the finish line, he saw the rabbit sleeping. Even though he was very surprised, he walked at the same pace patiently, because he wanted to win this race so badly. After a while, the rabbit opened his eyes yawning, looked around, and couldn't believe what he was seeing, because the turtle was about to finish the race. With one last effort, the rabbit was running and running. But the turtle crossed the line before him, and he won the race as he was wishing. In the end, the one who won the race was the one racing carefully and consistently. The turtle took his cup and held it up proudly, while all the animals were clapping wildly. He congratulated the rabbit who lost the race and gave his hand friendly. "Yes, you may be very fast, but the important thing is not how fast you are, but how carefully and consistently you do what you do." The rabbit was amazed by the turtle's resolution. From that day on, instead of bragging about being fast, he did everything he did carefully and with determination. There were 7 little goats living in a cozy hut. The mother goat warned them before going to the market. "Don't let strangers in. Shut the door tight." The cubs nodded, and the mother went out. The wolf, who could not find food for a long time, smelled the 7 little goats from quite afar. He knocked on their door and shouted, "Open the door and let me in." The 7 little goats were all very surprised. They immediately recognized the wolf's voice. "You're not our mother. Your voice is too deep." So the wolf tried to move away to thin his voice. "How is it now?" "How is it now?" "There it is." The wolf was going to deceive the 7 little goats. He's knocked on their door. This time his voice was thin, just like the mother goat. "Come on, my babies. Let me in." The goats were happy that their mother had arrived. One of them wanted to open the door, but what was that? His feet were gray. The goat said, "You are not our mother. Her feet are white." The wolf failed again, but his stomach was still rumbling. This time he ran to the bakery. He took a sack of flour and poured it on his feet. The wolf was going to deceive the 7 little goats. He's knocked on their door. This time his voice was thin and his feet were white. The goats were deceived and opened the door for him. The wolf jumped on them and the goats ran away. The first was hidden under the table, the second behind the curtain, the third jumped on the bed, the fourth jumped on the stove, the fifth went to the closet, the sixth to the kitchen. The seventh was inside the clock. Of course, the wolf wouldn't stop. He found the goats one by one. He took them to his lair. The mother goat has returned home. The door was open, and no one was inside. The mother goat was very sad and cried. Hearing her voice, her baby came out of the clock. It turns out that he was the only one who could escape from the wolf. He told his mother what had happened. The mother goat wanted to save her babies. She immediately ran to the wolf's lair. Like a bear, her voice deepened. "I'm looking for a wolf to fill my stomach." The wolf was very scared when he heard the voice because he thought the mother goat was a bear. He left the goats and ran into the forest. He didn't even look back. The mother goat has finally had her babies. They all hugged each other and were so happy. The wolf could not deceive them again because the 7 little goats were very clever.